we just saw Jimmy Kimmel get yanked off his show and put back on his show.
Back on, man.
Does that mess with your mental editor, or do you think they're not going to come after me?
Nah, man. I think Marlon's Wayans. I think he said on this show, he says like if you got real fans, you can't get canceled, right?
Yeah.
He talks about how it's just like, like your fans are the ones that cancel you, and I like to think I have that relationship with my fans that if anything happens,
Yeah,
and I think they just try to do the same with Fluffy.
And we still find you. Oh, they try to cancel Fluff?
Yeah.
Big Boy's neighborhood. All righty, he's back in the neighborhood. Rene Vaca, welcome back to the neighborhood, man.
I'm back.
You and your pretty mane, your pretty ass hair.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. I don't know. I was trying to show it off, but the headphones won't let me.
Right.
There you go, man.
We'll try.
Hey, man, I told him, I said, your hair look even better. You're like, yeah, I just brushed it in the bathroom.
I have to look good, man, especially for Big Boy's neighborhood.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Right. Look good.
Thank
you,
you,
can't just show
man.
up in the neighborhood looking stupid.
Well,
man.
we do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, off the air, we were just kind of talking about, you about to hit Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that big comedy festival, man.
Dude, how dope is that?
It's crazy, especially seeing who's gonna be there. It's a big comedy festival in I forgot how to say it.
Riyadh.
Yeah, Riyadh.
Oh,
yeah.
shoot.
Yeah, so it's the big
You going
one.
over there with Turkey and Riyadh?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you in, bro.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
be
you
crazy.
in. Is this your first time in Saudi Arabia?
First time out there, man. Hopefully I see that guy that's paying for all the fights,
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what, though? If you going over to Saudi Arabia with Riyadh,
Yeah.
you going with the right people
Yeah.
at the right time.
Exactly.
Who else is going to be there? Because he got money to pay for everything.
Yeah. Dave Chappelle.
Oh, stop it. You can stop right there.
Bill Burr. Kevin
Oh,
Hart.
my God.
Russell Peters. Fluffy's gonna be there. Jo Koy's gonna be there.
What are you guys doing out there in Saudi Arabia? Is it a comedy?
It's a comedy
show?
festival. I don't even know, man. I just saw the
You're like,
money.
but I'll be
I
there.
just saw the money and I was like, I'll be there, man.
Hey, man, does it ever trip you out, Rene, the things that you do now because of your craft of comedy?
It doesn't. Of course, it trips me out, man, and I think it's more scary than trippy. You know
Explain
what I mean?
that.
It's like more scary, just like damn, like what if one day all this, like with everyone getting canceled or whatever,
Yeah.
or like just everyone just like I've seen comedians on a high rise, and then out of nowhere it's just hard for them to sell tickets, because maybe they didn't maintain the relevance or something like that. So it's maybe not a, I don't know, maybe fear is not the right word, but it's like it's that feeling of just like damn, bro, like
It can go away.
yeah, it can go away. So you just gotta go at it hard.
Hey, man,
right
you know
now,
what's crazy? Some people ask me, Rene, they say, what's your motivation? It may sound crazy. I say, man, I'm motivated by fear.
Yeah.
Not solely motivated, but I know hard times. I know homeless. I know not having. So people always like, why do you work like that? I'm like, man, because, I got to go get it.
And I think it's also the PTSD from, when my dad was out, from when he wasn't in jail.
Right.
He was out here, doing his thing, and we didn't have to worry about much. Our dad took care of pretty much everything, and when we needed something, we had it. And, and then out of nowhere, DEA takes everything away, So it's just...
Hey, dude, that's
a new slogan for the DEA. If the DEA uses that, they got to pay me.
The DEA take everything away. but that is true, man. It's like a reality safety net that got pulled away from you.
And that's happened to me, many times in my life, where I don't know where things happen, with my divorce. Bang, okay, so life changes this way. Ken passing away, my best friend's gone. Now life's got to go this way. Just so it's always that PTSD type of fear. It's like, damn, dude, I don't even know what's going to happen,
You know what's wild about that, Rene? Some people don't understand how comedians are the most realist people when it comes to how serious things can be, because people think that comedians, you guys joke, but right now you just went through 3 things that could be devastating to someone else, and and either you know how to turn that into comedy, or you know how to learn from that and use something as comedy. And even with Ken, you and Ken Flores, you guys not just on stage, like you guys rock with each other.
Yeah, that's my best friend, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, it was one of those things where it's like, you found somebody to live this life, you know what I mean? With like, because as a comedian, you feel alone a lot of times, like I don't trust this motherfucker next to me. I don't trust the other guy. This guy low-key seems like a hater, or I just don't even like these being around. I don't like being around people, period, or whatever, or these people don't get me, or or sometimes people just need you for your stage time or just to get on your show, and then you finally meet somebody that's like not like that, sees comedy in a similar way, and and you know, and you guys have the most fun. It's like the brother I never met. We were born in the same year too, in 1996, with Robert Barbosa too, man. And that's another brother that I've been able to develop a relationship with after the loss of Ken. So,
and we'll see like shows or we'll see people rocking, but I would say some of the most in anything that you do, it's the most like the intimate time. The times probably away from the mic, and the times away from the stage, where you built something that we didn't get a chance to see.
Yeah, man. I mean, Ken was, you know, living in LA, you know, and partially that was because, you know, I was convincing him to, and when he finally did it, you know, I know he likes to go and give me credit on a lot of interviews.
Is Ken from the Chi?
Yeah, he's from Chicago. So like, I know he likes to give me credit in a lot of interviews, but you know, it's not a hard thing to, you know, it wasn't hard. It was just, I convinced him to come here. He went on stage. Everybody loved him. Hollywood wanted him right away, you know, and man. it was just like so. It was.
How early did you see Ken Flores?
It wasn't me. It's all Ken Flores. I saw Ken. Ken was a fan of me first, and he was messaging me like, "Yo, bro, let me hop on your show when you get to Chicago." And you know, at the time, I didn't really, you know, I wasn't really like, you know, thinking about having openers on my show, you know, because we already had some. And then he found a way to contact the comedy club manager, and he found his way to put himself on my show. And then from there, he got on. I'm like, this guy's funny. And, you know, and nothing really much happened from that relationship. But, you know, we finally met each other, knew each other. And then I came back to Chicago. And then that's when things started really clicking because I started popping. So,
yeah, it
was just like, it was just when I met him in Chicago, man, it was right away. Like I said, man, I was like, I want you to open for me. I think you're funny. And because in this... I always wanted somebody that's funnier than me, and Ken was funnier than me, man.
And he kept you sharp, though.
Yeah, Ken was funnier than me in every way, and I was just like, man, I just want him around to make sure that, you know, I fucking stay strong too. Cause you get a habit of hiring someone that's weaker than you, and you know, just to make yourself.
And that's
look
what
better.
People say, man. You don't want to be the most talented one or the smartest one in the room.
Yeah,
you want somebody that's gonna sharpen you up.
Yeah, exactly.
And somebody that's gonna keep you on your game. And I know that you will see something you like. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's another thing that he was better than me. Would maybe. I'm like, God damn, I thought I was good.
Right.
And here's this guy who's been doing it a little bit less than I have. Like, you know, we're the same age. So I'm like, damn, this guy's so funny, man. And at first it's like, oh, it's because he's fat.
Right. You start trying to write your own thing. Oh, man.
It's just because he's fat. And then later you're like, nah, this dude's just the real one, bro. And then now I know how like other players felt when Kobe played with them, you know, like, yeah, you know, Kobe was better than me, you know.
Right.
but
were you concerned for Ken or his health?
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, I stayed in the hospital with Ken for 2 weeks straight. You know, when he was sick at one point, and I stayed with him every night, man, and you know, snuck him in his food or whatever he wanted.
Stuff he wasn't supposed to have.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, man, I was there with Ken.
But that's the thing.
I try to convince him, you know, to live a healthier life, you know. But at that point, man, it's up to them. You know, you can't really do much when someone's in that situation, you know, especially with Ken, man. You don't tell Ken what to do. Ken lived his life a certain way, and that was part of his genius, man. And, you know, and no matter what he was going through, he was always making people smile and always went on stage and killed it, no matter what he did, man, and no matter how sick he was. I remember one time he was so sick.
And what do you say sick? Is there something that publicly I didn't know, like when you say sick?
Well, he was very public on podcasts about his health issues.
Right.
You know, going around, and when he was in the hospital and he had heart issues.
Oh,
and stuff like that.
Got you.
Yeah, he's been on podcasts and talked about it. But yeah, man, like there was one time he was feeling really bad, and he still went on stage that night, and then he told mid stage, he's like, you know what, I need to leave. I need to go to the hospital, and he went to the hospital. And I remember just feeling bad that one day we were in New York, and you know, that was like one of the worst ones because he was in hospital in New York, far away from home. And, you know, but that just showed you who Ken was. He still went on stage, and no matter how sick he was, and he's still killing it, you know, and still doing better than anybody you'll see. And then that was Ken, man. Ken was, this is what I do, man. This is what I want to do. This is what I do. This is what I was put on this earth to do, and he knew that.
How important is his legacy to you? Because you speak very well of him, and you spoke well when Ken was here as well.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. How important is his legacy for you and what you do?
It's important, man. It's you know, I mean, I remember when he passed, I wanted everything for him, man. I wanted to have that big Biggie parade, you know?
Right, yeah.
But the city was like,
man, we shutting down a big old spot. Like, yeah.
So I wanted to do all that, but you know, but we still held it down. We're still gonna hold it down from every year. But it's very important, man. Especially, man, you know, just meeting his family and stuff, and how strong his mom is, and you know, when we did the tour with Ralph, man, we gave Ken his part of the tour, and you know, so we took care of Ken's family in that way, and It's very important, man.
Hey, man.
That's my brother, man. It's like if you see your brother die, you don't want anybody to forget. And
Rene, it's all those hashtags too, and I don't mean hashtags in social media, but there's things that we'll say like, man, gone too soon, or like, dude, he was on his way, like, and I've seen that in my life too, where I'm like, damn, if this wouldn't have happened, this would have happened. Yeah. And I know you go through those things, but there's beautiful moments too, and there's preservation with the way that you carry the name and what y'all do for the family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
And the words that you do get a chance to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. You know, and the city of Aurora, man, we got them to give us a Ken Flores Day.
That's dope.
On his birthday, man. So that's cool.
Hey, man, do you remember where you were at? You know how there's certain things you remember exactly where you are that moment of time. Do you remember where you were at when you heard about Ken passing?
Yeah, man, I remember I was sitting on my little lounge, you know, and you have that chair in the living room that you just sit on.
Yeah, your chair.
Yeah, my chair. You know, I was on there, and I remember showering, you know, right away in the morning. You know, I was like, man, today I'm gonna get busy today, bro. You know, one of those days where you're like, I'm gonna get real busy today, and I get the news from a guy that you know that you don't really talk to him. You know, he's randomly calling you, like, what the fuck does he want? I ignore the first call, you know, and then he calls me again, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? You know, and I answer the phone. I'm like, what happened? He's like, gives me the news. I'm like, shut up, man. You're dumb. What? Stop talking like that. And then I realized it was real. And then when I called his other friend, and his friend was there, and yeah, man, I just remember sitting on the couch like, what the hell do I do? It's just like a shocking moment. You're just like paralyzed for a second, like it's not real. He's gonna come back to life. Something. Yeah. And then it didn't hit me until I was in the Uber on the way to see him, and I was like, "Yeah, dude, this is real." And then when I saw him, I saw his best friend and my road manager now, Chins, on the floor with him. Man, it was like, damn, this can't be real. It's still hard to believe sometimes, man. You know, but I was right. I was at home, man, sitting on my chair. And, you know, that became the sad corner of the house.
Right, yeah.
It's like, you know, I moved out of that place.
Yeah.
I moved out of that place now, but...
Get rid of the chair.
Yeah, I got rid of the chair. Like, I don't want the chair. No.
Yeah.
But it's hard to answer the phone now. I think now it's hard to answer the phone. You're so just like, you know, like your brother calls you like, what happened? You know, or so
Bro.
You get a late night call and it's your grandma asking you for money, but you're like, what happened? Like, it's a very big fear.
Do anyone else know what he's talking about with
100%.
The call?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about with the call, bro.
Phone,
Like, I remember the call from my mom.
Yeah.
I remember exactly picking up the phone and the words that came out of my sister's. Yeah, bro, the call.
Yeah, that call is a scary call,
and you
man.
never forget it, and every call now is hesitant.
Yeah.
Especially like anytime my family call, I never think great news. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh.
Yeah, especially when they're all calling right away.
Oh, my God, dude.
And they're like, bang, like, what's happening? What's happening? Did you see that he just got a new dog?
Right. Yeah. Like, you got me all nervous and shit. Like, damn. Yeah, all right. Lakers won. All right, Lakers in 5. I know, all right. Like, Jesus Christ, I seen it, man. Hey, Rene, how long have you been doing comedy?
It's going to hit 10 years this month. I mean, not this month, in December. It's 9 years right now, which reminds me of the Lefty Gunplay just released a new album, and he has Ken Flores on it. He has Ken Flores on one of his songs, and it's I remember that day, man, because Problem hit me up, and he was like, hey, man, it'll be cool if you can send me some voice notes, whatever. And I love Lefty Gunplay, whatever, but it's like I wasn't like I knew Ken loved Lefty Gunplay, you know? And I was just like, yeah, I'll send you some, but I think you want to hear Ken's version, you know? So I just sent him mine and Ken's, and I knew.
And Ken made the album?
No, yeah, Ken made that. I didn't make that. I didn't make that album.
Hey, man, I just ran into Lefty, man, and the day that I ran into him, he was celebrating 46 days sobriety.
Yeah.
The day that I saw him,
cool.
man, and his eyes were so bright and just looked so happy to be alive.
Yeah,
you know
exactly,
what I'm saying?
man.
Like,
yeah, man.
It's wild out there, bro.
But Ken in the beginning, I brought that up because in the beginning, Ken says 9 motherfucking years. And he's talking about Lefty Gunplay doing those 9 years. But it's just like he says something in that song that's kind of motivating because like me, Ken, and Ralph, we kind of started this together, you know, like at the same time. And it's been 9 years, you know, so it's kind of the, like, you know, just there's little signs that Ken's still speaking to us. It's pretty cool, you know.
What does that 10 mean to? Because what were you doing beforehand? Before you say I'm a comedian?
I was in college trying to be, an entrepreneur.
Right.
Trying to be the next Steve Jobs.
Didn't that work out for what you do now, though?
Yeah, of course. I still like to think of myself as an innovator in some ways. Especially in stand-up world. But I was doing that.
Who told you were funny?
I've always been funny, man.
Yeah.
It was just like that.
Were you school funny and homie funny and on the block funny?
Yeah, it was just like Rene's funny. You hear it a lot.
But there's a difference between being on the block funny and on the stage funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like what make you say, man, I'm just gonna? Is it one of them open mic nights or like fuck it, I'll try it?
No, man. Like I said, man, it was just always like like there's a big difference, and there's people on stage that aren't funny off stage, and there's people that can just do both. Or there. And I think in general, man, I never saw it as being funny. I saw it as just being a good person to be around.
Right.
Just providing good energy.
It's so you more like we hanging.
Yeah, we're hanging. This is just how I hang, and this is how I talk, and it just happens to be funny. But I think about just providing good energy, good everything, and the funny comes naturally, man.
Right. When did the bread start kicking in, though?
Oh.
Because you know how you hear people say, man, I was doing open mic nights, or I was starting to do, $25 and $50 nights,
I don't know, man. I think the real money started coming in when I signed with WME and when I signed with my agents, man. Shout out to Silvio and Fidel and all them. But it's at WME. So it was like, I don't know, like, when you get those agents, man, those contracts are different, man. Yeah. And those connections.
And they want their cut.
Yeah, and they want their cut.
And especially when you go to William Morris, you're like, man, I made it.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, so that when the money started coming in, bro, I started buying everything I wanted. Ken and I, we signed around similar times, so we started buying chains together.
Is there anything
diamonds,
that
gold,
you look at? Yeah, you look at now and be like,
strippers.
man, why did I? Like, why did I buy that?
No, I mean maybe sometimes I'll be looking at not the jewelry stuff because this is all kind of like an investment in a way. When I buy that, my ex-wife, I don't know why I bought her a car.
You're like, everything for me was cool.
Did you?
He was like, everything for me was cool, but
well, it was a lease, but it's still it's a lease. I gotta pay for it until the lease is expired.
Is she driving extra miles?
Yeah,
she had 10 and 12,000 miles.
She out there driving a Mercedes. I'm like, God damn it! Who's in that Mercedes? Huh?
He was like, man, the damn lease option was longer than my marriage.
Wow.
But do you have a dumbest buy?
I don't know.
I got one bracelet at my house that I look at and I'll say, yep, that was stupid. I got one. It was gold. It wasn't even in style when I purchased it.
I have a Yorkie that I look at like that, man. I'm like, why did I buy that? Man, that was a dumb buy.
Was it like $3,000 or something?
He was supposed to be a teacup, man. He grew into a regular Yorkie. I was like, what the hell?
He's supposed to fit right here.
He's supposed to fit now. He's like, what the hell is this?
Hey, man, so you bought the Yorkie? Is he at the house now?
Yeah, he's at the house, and I got a golden retriever now. I just got a new golden retriever, so yeah, man.
Are you a car guy?
No, I'm not a car guy, bro. I have I like to have a driver.
Oh,
yeah, and stuff.
I heard that.
I just hired my friend to drive.
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
It's not like I have those guys in a suit. It's just
right,
the homie.
Just the homie
driving me.
Hey, man, do you feel obligated to sit in the front or do you sit in the back when your homie's
I'm in
driving?
the front, man. I always
Right.
gotta be in the front.
Right.
I don't like my friend feeling like that. You know?
See,
one
Really?
day
But he's a driver though.
Because my homeboy Jose moved back to Mexico. Jose always drove.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to sit in the back because that's my homeboy.
Yeah, I'm just like, man, shut the fuck up and drive, man.
Don't say nothing.
I think I'm gonna get like one of those big black trucks and just have him drive that one.
Right.
But I think eventually, when I get like the nice Rolls Royce or that,
Right. You gotta sit in the back.
Then I'll sit in the back.
Yeah, you gotta sit in the back.
I always think of that one line. I forgot who said it, man. It was a song with Rambo, man. But he's like, you could be you could be hopping out the car, but you chose to drive.
Right.
So I think that's always motivating to me.
Yeah,
Like, I don't want to look stupid.
And you could hop out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
my friend drives a Volkswagen, but it's all right.
Right.
I'm still hopping out though. Still hopping out.
Like, and at least you're not hopping out front of it. Is it a 2-door or 4-door?
It's a nice Volkswagen. You can't even tell it's a Volkswagen, but then you see me drive away in the logo. I'm like, was that a Volkswagen?
No, but that's when people be like, man, that Rene, he keep it so real. He keep it so. And then you look over here, Fluffy got 2,000 Volkswagens.
Yeah,
Oh, my
man,
God.
exactly,
Like
man.
Jesus Christ, man. Hey, man, how's that camaraderie with comedians right now, man?
Like
you
friendships?
know, like you like the fluffies of the world.
I don't talk to them, man. I don't really talk to comedians. I really just stick to my crew and developing what we're doing now.
Yeah, man.
Focus.
I think after Ken, it's I don't want to have comedian friends after that.
Yeah.
but I'm coming out again. I shouldn't say I don't talk to comedians, but I'm talking about like when I run into them, very nice. And
but you know what? People think that we hang out or I hang out with stars.
No, yeah.
Like, I know you got to, but I'm like, nah.
Nah, man. I gotta.
Like, nah, I'm good.
I think Jo Koy right now. We just had lunch.
I heard
we just had lunch and we're
that's what people do. You did lunch.
Yeah.
With Jo Koy.
Yeah, we're developing a cool project. And there's that, and I have sometimes I will hang out with. I don't have no friends, bro.
Right? Yeah. Like, can you ask me another question?
No, I have no friends. That's what you want to know? I have no friends. Nobody likes me, man.
What about the way that social media goes out now, man? Are you concerned with the cancel culture? We just saw Jimmy Kimmel get yanked off his show and put back on his show.
Back on, man.
Does that mess with your mental editor, or do you think they're not going to come after me?
Nah, man. I think Marlon's Wayans. I think he said on this show. He says like if you got real fans, you can't get canceled, right?
Yeah.
He talks about how it's just like like your fans are the ones that cancel you, and I like to think I have that relationship with my fans that if anything happens,
the comedy is like.
Yeah, no, that comedy is, and a lot of people don't understand, man. Like, to think that I'm going against, immigration, it's kind of ridiculous, man. I live with a family off immigrants. My dad's in jail right now. He's a paisa in jail. If you know what that means, you know what that means. When he gets out, he's gonna get deported. I'm gonna have to deal with that. And my grandpa's immigrant, my grandma's immigrant, man. I mean, no, they're not.
Right. Yeah. Hey, man, how long has your pops been gone, and how long before he come home?
It's about hit almost 15 years. I just finally, paid down some good money for a lawyer, and paid a good amount of money. I never, and that, that's one thing I'm finally able to do, and so
it's almost like you got famous for this.
Yeah, right. And hopefully something happens. Hopefully something comes out of that, and yeah, man. Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I always just said, man, as long as you keep it real in your heart and everything you do is with good intentions, man. If you get canceled, you get canceled. But I don't think it's possible if you maintain a good heart.
Hey, man, have you ever had any problems on stage with crowd work? Because there's sometimes where you'll say, "Oh, and this bitch, it's never been a dude in the audience like, hey, man." Like,
yeah, and then I'll be like, this bitch.
Right.
Double up, dog.
Hey, man.
Damn,
and sometimes you on them stages that you just kind of step on, too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've had threats and stuff, but, I've never, like I said, man, you say that from a good heart. You say it from a good place.
Right. Bitch.
Yeah.
But I mean from a good place, though.
From a good place.
But you know what?
Usually when I say it to someone, usually their partner is looking at them like, "See, I told you were a bitch."
Right.
Right?
I told you.
And then I don't feel like there's anyone. It's crazy because I always tell people like anyone, not just you, Rene, but you're performing to your audience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I always tell people, I say, man, if you're doing a show at thecrypto.com, you can't worry about what's going on at the forum.
No.
But I think that when certain things get out on the device, it's not the audience anymore. It's not the people that paid and say, "Oh, that's Rene.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Ralph.
Yeah.
Oh, that's George.
Exactly.
That's Fluffy. That's DL.
Yeah.
That's," you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because then it becomes an outrage.
Exactly.
Where it's this selective outrage that everyone I feel like is dealing with right now.
Yeah, 100%.
And the country has changed. And I'm going to tell you too, man, when the whole, and not because of Will, but Will getting on stage, then the guy coming in attacking Dave Chappelle, people started to feel like they got a license to be a part of the show or come up on the show.
No. I feel like sometimes that's my fault. I started that.
Right.
I'm sorry. To all the comedians, I'm sorry.
But even when you say it's my fault and I started that, but you've been known to interact with the crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes the crowd probably may feel they're a part of your show, which they are.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I always try to control that, and I think that's part of being a professional is control that. And if you're on stage, you're able to control energy in some way with your voice. So when you're out there, just control that. If you go this high, it might or just peep game, man. If you see someone in the audience acting weird,
Right.
or just be aware of where you're at and just.
You're not oblivious to the bullshit.
You should see someone coming up from my way, like looking weird, coming at you. You
Right.
know,
Right.
be ready. You should know if the energy is weird here. You should know if someone's not really paying attention, just looking at you weird there. You should know these things.
Have you
while
had
you're
any
performing.
close calls?
No.
Yeah.
No. Well,
I know you got 2 sold-out dates at the United Theater. Can somebody give them a close call so the next interview? No.
No, I have. Yeah, the United Theater on Broadway, man. That's a big show for me. I'm showing my hour, or at least a peek of the hour, what it's gonna look like for the most part. And yeah, man, that's on October 9th. That one's almost sold out. The October 10th is
Sold out.
October 10th is sold out, and then October 9th is almost sold out.
Hey, man, is it different so-called performing at the house than it is on the road? Like you about to go to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody going to be out there and say, hey, man, can you give me 2 tickets?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't even drink or smoke out there.
Oh,
big.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't even drink or
it's
smoke.
gonna be tough.
Hey, dude, you'll be
Russell
headline
Peters-
news.
Yeah, Russell Peters just texted me like, bro, it's a death sentence if you drink or smoke out there, and he's like, you can smoke cigarettes and hookah. And I was like, damn, I got to be Armenian for a week.
Ani's like, yes! Ani's like, I can give you the best hookah. I can tell you what to look out for. But
Exactly.
yeah. Do you get briefed when you go over to like Saudi Arabia? Because I know we've done some USO tours.
Yeah.
And you would get briefings about going to certain countries.
Yeah. And you can't say this. You can't
Yeah,
say,
man. Don't look this person in the eye. Don't do this. Like,
don't make fun of this. Don't make fun of that.
yeah. So have you been getting that, or you know it's coming?
No. They told me before we signed the contract, what to expect and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, when I found out, like, I'm gonna be the whole airplane. I mean, the whole duration of the flight is like 18 hours, something like that. So
Right.
I'm over here like, damn, man, you can't drink or smoke, and I'm just like. If my agents just want to send me to rehab, they could just send me to rehab.
Right. Yeah. Like they all over there with interventions and shit. Like, Rene, we love you so much.
God.
We
Like,
just
am I
want
performing?
You.
No, you're not.
But
Wait, can you like drink on the plane? Can you just get loaded
I hope
before
so.
you get there,
Yeah.
or can
I
or
don't
is it
think
like
so.
how long you gonna be over there?
or like
About
airspace?
5 days.
You want him to get fucked up for 5 days?
Yeah, man.
Get fucked up enough for 5 days.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So you can stay
Hey man,
drunk.
how exciting is that? Because of
Yeah,
what you
bro.
do gets you a chance to go all across, not just the United States.
Yeah, bro.
You know
I'm
what I'm saying?
excited. I'm excited to go to Saudi Arabia, man. And WrestleMania, it's such a big deal to me because just look at how big of a deal it is for WrestleMania
Yeah, man.
to finally get Saudi. And I heard, The Rock was retiring, and then out of a sudden, Saudi Arabia's like, yeah, I think we got one more show for you.
Yeah.
and then The Rock's like, all right, I'm gonna Saudi.
All right, one more. Give me my boots.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's like that dude.
It's
that
such a
dude
big
Turkey.
deal, though.
It's
Yeah.
like he got so much bread. He's
Yes.
like, everybody has a price.
He just took
It's-
out Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Out of retirement.
Dude,
He's gonna do some
for
flag football stuff.
football.
Bro,
Yeah, dog.
bro, and
Tom Brady was like, I'm done. I'm the higgest paid commentator.
Bro, hey.
My man was like, well, I want you to play flag football. He's like, all right.
bro, I'm about to say like, yeah, I think Big Boy needs a new studio or something.
Yeah, man. Hey, dude, let me
I
tell
saw
you.
Big Boy
Put
like
it
he
in
looks
his
broke.
You can look how tacky it is. I've personally DM'd this dude. I've DM'd him like, man, what's happening, man? Like,
What's up?
damn,
Hey man, Big Boy needs to go to Saudi Arabia, man.
in a major way, because I love the boxing. I love everything that they're
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
Did you watch the Canelo Crawford fight?
Yeah, man.
I thought that fight, for whatever that they pulled that fight off.
Yeah.
Well. Great boxers.
Yeah.
Great entertainment. Great
Yeah.
fight. It was a great look.
Yeah.
And now that dude, and I told Dana, I said, you are now a boxing promoter,
I
bro.
put money, I put money on I shouldn't say it.
Yeah, you gonna get
On
canceled.
Canelo?
Man,
No.
on Crawford. Oh my God. Here
I
you
didn't
go.
say that. I didn't
Yeah,
say
but you
anything.
said I
You went
shouldn't have
for
said
I didn't
Crawford.
say anything.
Wow, man.
I was gonna say Canelo.
No, you weren't.
That's not who it was.
Hey man, he was like, man.
I lost money, darn.
He was like, if you lose, I make this much. He said, Big, I always been business. This isn't a racial thing. It's just business.
Nah, man. I
Did you make it out to the fights?
No.
Is it hard for you to go to things because
The shows, yeah.
because a lot of times
On the
you're
weekends.
somebody, like, we go to get entertained, but you are our entertainment.
Yeah.
So it's not like you can say, oh man, I'm going to such and
Yeah.
such, because now you watching somebody else work.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah. I mean, I think while I was on stage, the fight was happening. So I was just like, the whole time I was on stage, I was just thinking about the fight.
Right.
Bring the laptop back here. Bring the laptop back here. But yeah, I mean, it is hard. It is hard to get out and do certain things. But like I said, I had this weekend off. I usually like going to Laker games, Dodger games, man.
Really though.
Ask my agents for those tickets, you know.
Right. Hey man, are you recognized enough now where you could walk up to the door without tickets?
No, I mean, I don't know. I haven't tried that.
Tried it?
Yeah, I haven't tried it, but I had everyone when I go to Dodger Stadium, bro.
They know.
Everyone, yeah.
Oh yeah, Rene.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, they see.
That's how I am. I'm hood famous.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I don't know a lot of people in the business, but I know that security dude over there.
Bro, yeah, exactly. And it doesn't creep me out, but it's crazy how, you know, I go to Nebraska and, you know, you'll see like 4 white guys, I don't know, like sporadically just come up to me like, I love your work, brother.
Yeah.
I'm like, you watch me?
Yeah. But you know what it is too? I think that if I didn't know you and I saw you at anywhere, I'd be like, oh, that's Rene Vaca.
Yeah, exactly.
Because not only is it the talent, like you got this look
yeah, exactly.
that 4 white dudes from Nebraska would come up to you and they know that it's you.
Yeah, exactly.
So you do get recognized.
Yeah, 100%, bro. It's a blessing, bro.
Yeah, man.
You get recognized, you know, you take your family out to a restaurant, you know, you get hooked up here.
Yeah.
Hooked up there.
They were like, it's a 45-minute wait. Then you stop.
I was at Ocean Prime in Beverly Hills and the waiter, she was talking to me and she let me finish the meal and she was like, I'm sorry, my daughter's just a big fan of you and she's on FaceTime
like,
right
bitch?
now.
No,
that bitch, huh?
This dude.
No, sometimes they like that too. Like
Right.
sometimes they'll be like, hey bro, my brother wanted to come to the show so bad. Can you just make a video for him? Hey, what's up, man? Fucking bitch.
Right.
Come to the show. All right.
Or if you don't do it, like, can you call him a fucking bitch?
Yeah, please call him gay. Call him gay. You want to call him gay?
Hey man, but you do get recognized.
Yeah.
And you don't mind it at all.
No, man.
That's dope,
no,
man.
Dude, we're nothing without these people, man.
Yeah, man.
We're nothing without them, so.
Hey man, do you work out as far as comedy? Do you like when you say, man, I'm about to do a new hour? Are you in the lab working and doing smaller venues or doing things like that, or are you more? I'm on the cuff a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm on the cuff. Just live life and see what happens to you and speak on it.
Have you had your bomb yet? Every comedian has the bomb night.
I've had that a long time ago.
Right.
I think at this point it's like if I bomb, I did it on purpose or something.
Right.
Either I got too drunk or
too drunk.
Yeah, too drunk or
that's when you start asking your cameraman, what did I say last night?
Yeah, or
what did I say? What did I do?
Nah, that's when my camera guy comes and takes me off. Like, all right, guys, that's it for Rene.
Give it up for Rene Vaca, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Hey man, do you enjoy fully what you do though? Like making people laugh?
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
I do, man. But there's times, you know, where it does get like, you know, draining a little bit. But you don't ever want to complain about it. I think that's why it's very important for comedians to have different outlets to entertainment or just different ways of making yourself happy, because you spend so much time making everyone happy, dude. You gotta make you happy, you know. And then also there's that idea of making everyone happy usually doesn't last.
Right.
At least not the whole year. Sometimes you're on tour for this time and then you're off for like a month or two. What are you gonna do in those month or two?
What do you do when you're away from it?
Yeah, and I think that's what I'm learning now. Is like to find something, you know, because before it was just stand up, and now you go home and now I'm binge watching Sopranos, or, you know, I'm binge watching Better Call Saul or something, and you know, this is my time to charge my batteries. But at the same time, you can charge your batteries while also doing other things, you know. So you know, whether it's writing a TV show, writing a movie, or just going out and you know, just go do stuff, go find something that makes you feel good, man. You know, don't just think you're a regular person, you know. You can go out and do regular things.
Do you play pickleball?
No, I don't do that stupid
okay,
stuff.
cool. Yeah. Because when you start talking about...
like when I said do things, I'm like, go to In-N-Out.
Because when you was like my
go
agent...
to Sizzler.
I was like, oh my God, they got him
time.
playing pickleball. Like, oh, you know, my agents, you know. I was like, oh, he playing pickleball now.
I be seeing a lot of people playing
What's the
that
whitest thing you think you do now?
Whitest thing I do... I think the whitest thing I do is... Oh, I have a dog trainer.
Right.
So like he comes to the house and we're like, sit, boy, sit. Yeah. So he told me to stop talking to my dog. I used to talk to my dog like, go to your fucking bed.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, you can't do that. I'm like, why not?
So how do you talk to your dog?
You gotta, you know, you can treat. come on, boy, get in the lane.
Get over here. Who wants to treat? Like, nah,
Then when he's
man.
gone, man, shut the fuck up. Got me all white. Got me all white in here.
Yeah, I love that you said I got a dog trainer.
Yeah,
and you got a little dog though, or is it for the other one?
It's for both.
Okay.
The Yorkie and the Golden Retriever. So, they're two different sized dogs. So I want them to,
And you got a trainer.
Yeah, and apparently it's bad to use puppy pads. So don't use puppy pads.
Is that for when they urinate on them?
Yeah. It's bad because you're teaching them it's okay to pee and poop inside the house. You have to. It's kind of like cage. You put them in the cage, let them out. A big enough cage. Don't put them in a small cage.
Right.
And then,
Kennel.
put them in there. Yeah, put them there. And let him know every time. Take him right outside, so that way he knows to hold it. And when he comes out, he's like, okay. Every time I come out, it's time to go pee. So it's a pretty smart dog.
Yeah,
Crate
plus,
training.
See, that was some white stuff I just learned. That I taught you guys.
and we didn't have to pay for it.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the dog savant. It's my dog trainer.
No, dude, his name is the Dog Savant.
Yeah, dude. It's pretty expensive too.
Yeah. That's why you just gave a free game right now. Hey, man, do you work with a lot of your family as well?
Like the dog trainer?
No.
I got the dog trainer for my family.
No.
How do I get my mom to do this?
like your camera guy, that's your homeboy?
Yeah.
Do you keep people around you like that? Either friends, family, or whatever?
Dude, I got them out. I got some of them outside. Like the people I go on the road with, the people you always see me with, that's usually who I'm around in the holidays too, and keep around. And that's why when you ask me if I hang out with comedians, it's just
Yeah, you got a team.
Yeah, I got a team, man. Just hanging out. It would have been, like I said, like Ken, when he was here, he'd be part of that team too, and come over for Thanksgiving, Christmases, and all that stuff. And,
would you get married again?
Yeah, I'd get married again, man. Finding that right person, and right person to deal with me and all this crazy stuff, man. Because when I'm at home, man, when I'm in a relationship, when anyone is in a relationship, they see the real side of you.
Yeah, man.
And especially when you live with them, or when they live with you and they see that real side, and they see when you get bad news, they see when your friend passes, they see when you're happy, they see when you snap, like all those things matter, and I think I have a lot of things that I need to work on as well. That
work on you first.
Yes, if someone were to see me like sad or depressed, they'd be like, "Damn, what's wrong with this guy?"
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was gonna ask.
He's not the guy, man. The guy you met was on Instagram.
I was gonna ask that, man. Like, do people come up to you looking for the Rene Vaca that they saw on stage?
Yeah, like,
have you ever had somebody like, "Wow, you're
Rene,
quiet.
hump me, bro. Just hump me. I'm not gonna hump you, man. We're at the Dodger Stadium.
Do the leg.
Do the leg on me in front of my
I
wife.
want to hump you, Mariah Carey. I want to hump your leg.
That's a rhyme.
Yeah, have you heard that clip?
Yeah.
Can you bring that up for me, honey? Hey, man, like, yeah.
That's how my fans talk to me, man.
That but you know what it is too, man. I think you made us comfortable.
Yeah.
Enough where
and
we
that's the
think
goal.
we can.
And
man.
You can, and that's the funny part. I have a lot of people send me messages like, "Look, my son doing the leg." He's like, "This guy's 13, man. You better not let him do the leg."
Hey, man, this is.
I want to hump on your leg, Mariah Carey.
Yeah, Busta Rhymes one of the OG legs right there.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you ever had a female that request a leg?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
Dude, yeah, I've had cholas message me like, "You let me do the leg on you, fool." Like, whoa.
No, I don't think so.
And then she'll be like, well, I got another message saying like, "I want you to do the leg on me, but I want you to put your foot on my face." Like, I was like, ugh.
You're like,
You're like, disgusting, lady.
You're like, that was wrong, but I will be in San Diego on the 11th.
Sacramento.
Yeah. I will be out there, Philadelphia on the 7th of November, so let me know. I can stop by. Do you enjoy traveling?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's a dream, right? Don't we all want to travel and do all these things?
Yeah, we all want to travel.
I think the scariest part, bro, is just, getting on flights all the time and, you read about flight accidents and you get on the plane and you're choosing movies and they have Final Destination on there. And like, who puts Final Destination on the plane? They have the movie Flight on there. I'm like, with Denzel. I'm like, why would you have this movie on here?
Hey, man, are you afraid to fly?
I get anxiety every time, bro. I'm just like, this is the last. I'm one of those guys that touches the plane before you get in. Like, all right, buddy, please take. Or sometimes I look around at the people in the plane. I'm like, You know, if I see a baby, if I see good people, I'm like, okay, we're not going down.
Okay,
one.
yeah, God gonna save them.
But last time I was in a little plane, bro, in Nebraska, bro, it was just full of white people with hats. I'm like, yeah, this is the plane that might go down.
Right. This is it.
This
is the one.
This the payback
if God takes out one of them, it's this one.
Where's the parachute?
Yeah, he's like, this the payback plane right here. Oh my God, why did I have to go and do this show?
Why am I in Nebraska?
Do you have any like of those rituals before you get on?
Nah,
before
man,
you get on stage?
Nah.
What about superstitions?
Nah, just 2 shots of tequila. Let's get out of here.
Really though?
Yeah.
No superstitions?
Nah.
Do you split poles when you
walk?
walk in?
I take a nap before every show.
Damn, you seem like you take a nap and you sleep well.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, you know, that's what I'm talking about, man. You got to, besides the stand-up, man, what else are you going to do?
Lay down?
Like, you know, write a
like,
TV
I stand
show.
up or lay down? I stand up or lay down?
Because the money is good, you know? The money for that moment is good. It'll keep you up all year or more if you do it right, you know? And, you know, it's very good money, man. So,
did you see a decline in your audience for a split second when a lot of the immigration and ICE things started happening and people weren't coming outside for a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. Especially like we had a big show around that time in Bakersfield.
Mm-hmm.
We still did well, sold it out, but it was like
it felt different.
Oh, the tickets were were definitely moving slower around that time. Like my agent was calling me like, yeah, you know, tickets are moving slow, so just promote it a little bit more. I think people are just scared right now.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah, because we were seeing that with spots like downtown, like the alley, and you were just seeing life that was a little different, man. Because it's like an all out war on people, bro. Where it's like,
and it's happening now in other cities. Like, you know, when that was happening in LA, you saw that all over Instagram. Like now it's happening. I haven't seen it on my feed. I don't know if it's because I'm watching other stuff, but you know, I haven't seen it with like Washington or it's coming to Chicago.
DC they did a run. Yeah, they've been talking about Chicago for a long bit.
Yeah,
and even with us with LA and then Cali, and then you know you can't do this, and then all of a sudden it was like no, we don't have to.
Yeah, with everything happening in the news, like with Charlie Kirk and Jimmy Kimmel and stuff like that, you know, I've seen more of that on my feed.
It's definitely overpowering your feed right now. Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah. So
what's in your DMs?
Well now, you know, I don't really now there's really nothing, you know, because, you know, I just I haven't really been active on Instagram. Like, but in my DMs, man, you see people, you know, you'll see Rene, come to my city. Hey, fool, can I get a free ticket?
Right.
Bro, here's my cash app. You can send me some money for gas.
Yeah, man. Do you get females in there?
Do I get female? Yeah, of course, man.
Don't say yeah, of course.
I mean, it's It's like, all the time. But it's you know.
I got this one DM that's been coming to me. This lady been asking me to pay her for a car for like 8 years.
Jesus.
What?
Yeah. I'm like, dude, you haven't paid that damn car off yet? And I'm telling you, if she's watching this, she know exactly who I'm talking about.
8 years.
Yeah, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Please, man.
Yeah, can you pay off my car? I'm like, dude, for one, I don't even feel obligated because you never gave me a ride anywhere.
Exactly.
I didn't send you down to buy the car. You know what I'm saying?
I think the worst one that I've gotten was probably, you know, just someone messaging me like, you know, just like, oh, can I just go hang out with you? Like, you know, obsessive women. Like, you know, I've been dreaming of you coming to the city, and you found, can I just please hang out with you backstage or things like that? Or and I'm just like, damn, oh, no, yes.
Hey, dude, Louis and I were like, we're in the wrong profession.
What the hell?
No,
are they comedy groupies?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think when I started doing the leg, you know, I think when you start doing the humping on the stage and stuff, you attract a certain audience. You know, sometimes you get a lot of ratchets. You know, and you know, I stay away from those.
Look at God. Oh yeah, stay away from my man. Almost said look at God.
I don't know,
yeah.
I like a natural woman. You know, just a very, you know, just you know, I don't know. I don't know what to.
But
expect.
you have smashed some groupies, all right?
No.
No.
I'm like, come on.
No.
Hey man, he was like, "Is this an interview or an interrogation?" He said it's starting to go a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
every time I go on the road, you know, there's the opportunities, man. But you know, I always just think, you know, you always think of that I forgot who said it, man, but you know, every time you give yourself to someone, you're giving your energy away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, and
yeah, man.
You know, and then like you hang out with some girl in Chicago, give it to her, and you leave Chicago and she's still there with it, you know?
Yeah, with your energy.
Yeah, and just like
be like, dude, I left.
But I feel depressed.
Yeah, like what are you doing?
Oh,
hey man, so the tour that's going on now, this takes you across the United States.
Yeah, bro. I mean, we've been around tour all year. And the year before that, and and we're going on this tour, and
it's a lot of dates.
Visiting. It was more the last one. The last one was more. This is actually.
Do you know? So now you know how to like give yourself a day off.
Yeah. Well, now the last one, I just told my agent book it, and now I realized, like my mom was like, "You missed my birthday." My little brother's, "You missing my birthday." My grandma's like, "What about my birthday?" I'm just like, "Dad, I forgot about you guys."
Like, yeah.
Well, we're making money though.
Right. I'll send you something.
I'll pay for the birthday.
Do you have kids, Rene?
Nah.
Oh, so you can get up and go, right? You know, there's obligations, but
I got
but
dogs,
you can kind of get up.
I got dog sitter. That's another white thing I got.
The dog sitter, huh? Wow, dog sitter, dog trainer. There's gonna be somebody out there. The dog living better than us.
For real. Yeah.
Hey man, sometimes I would see Fluffy's dogs and I would get jealous. I love them dogs.
The
Rest in peace. But I would be like, oh my god. Like they over there eating like little caviar.
Dude, they love him, bro, and he treats them right.
Oh yeah, man.
Dogs. The dogs end up becoming good family members.
Yeah, man, and I think also with Fluffy, I think it was like, man, those two dogs. Would never do me wrong.
Nah, dude. I mean, when I got...
They ain't gonna talk shit.
Yeah.
They're not gonna backstab me. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna talk behind my back. Like, yeah.
Yeah, when I got my golden retriever, like, that's my dream dog. That's always been my dream dog. Air Bud. You watch all the Air Bud movies.
The movie dogs.
Yeah, and you're just like, I want that dog. And so I finally got him, and I thought I was gonna teach him how to play basketball and stuff, but he seems a little... He seems a little slow. I think
that was a movie too, because you said
a slow one, man.
You said movie, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, funny. What about the comedy beefs? Do you indulge in any of... Not indulge, but it seemed like
there's some people I don't like.
Oh. Yeah. All right. To keep it real, because you're a grown man.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there's some people, and I don't like them, but it's like, comedy beefs is, I think it's so, dumb to me because, man, you're on stage alone. You're writing the scripts alone usually, man. You're planning usually alone on stage. When you're on stage, you're there by yourself, man. What are you arguing for, man? What does this guy's life have to do with your life? What is he doing have to do with what you're doing? And
does it seem like it's more now than yesteryear though?
Nah, it's way more back in the day where there was more beefs,
so?
man. I don't really see much comedy beefs now. I think it's just like there are beefs. They're just like two dudes that don't like each other, or like something that happened back in the day that. That they haven't let go of yet. But it's like back in the day, you had real comedy beefs, right? Like, the Mexican on Mexican, who's the better Mexican.
Right.
I don't know. Back then, I guess it's like much old school times, like back then you had more gangs, right? Like, I mean, at least you saw them more on the street back in the day, right?
And I would think it would be different now because just with social media amplifies everything.
I think there's more beef within like those like streamers and like the skit comics. I think that's where the comedy stuff, man. I don't know. I stick to my own, man. Like,
yeah, and then plus you're in a position too, man, where the marquee is your name.
Yeah, I don't gotta show up, man. I don't have. I think I've like I don't know, man. Maybe my career just graduated too quickly, man. Because I skipped a lot of I got to go to this comedy club and hang out. I got to go do this. And, I think that's why you don't see me really hanging out with because I never really hung out with him.
Is that a gift and a curse, though?
Yeah,
like
I mean.
How some people say, he didn't do what I did or.
Yeah, and I think that's where people, like, kind of look at me a little weird, like, how to, and I would feel the same way, too, man. If it was the other way around.
Yeah.
I've been working hard. Here's this kid who looks Indian and humps the stool and making the money he's making, and I'll be pissed off too.
Right.
So,
you're like, but I can't because it's me.
Yeah.
Has there ever been any beef within like the people that you work with? Like, how you said that you included your friends to like do your videos and stuff like that? Like, has there ever been a little drama or anything like that?
Yeah. Me and my camera guy, we've argued. We've had our arguments, and we fix them. I've had arguments with my little brother who goes on the road with me, and
What does your little brother do?
He stand up.
Oh, really though?
Yeah, Arturo Vaca, man. Go follow him on Instagram. God. He's very funny, man. He does funny skits. He's about to hit 100K followers on Instagram on his own.
I heard
without
that.
even posting his stand-up clips. Those aren't just his skits that he does on Instagram. And he's great. He's a younger, skinnier, more handsome version of me.
But he's not you.
He's not me though. But it ain't me.
He ain't you.
Yeah.
Hey man, how do you tell how is it when everybody can't go with you? And that and by that I mean, man, it's like
like Saudi Arabia, man. That's $10,000 a ticket there for a flight.
Yeah, you got to be real careful about who go there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
that's when you're like, I see y'all when I get back.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, it's like, what do you mean by that? Though, like,
you know how there's some people that think like man, either he owe me or I gotta be with him. Like, man,
that
like
shit happens all the time, bro.
Right.
I just can't. I just left the comedy club. I went to go visit my comedy mom, Terry, at the Ha Ha Comedy Club. And Jack, and I want to go visit them. And you see people there that they brought you up on stage once, like, guys, coming to stage, Rene Vaca, and then later be like, man, remember when I gave you the opportunity? I'm like, man, you just brought me up on stage.
Yeah, man. You need to say my name right.
But there's so many things like that, man. There's a lot of people that try to say they started you, and they go around telling people, yeah, I started him, bro. When I was on stage, I taught him how to talk like that. Before, he used to talk like that. Now he talk like that. And whatever, bro. Like, like nobody starts anyone.
Is there anyone that you could say, man, I did early on see this guy, or I learned from this person, or this person taught me this?
I think in the beginning it was a lot of the people that I saw just like on TV. Whether it was like George Lopez, Cat Williams, Louis C.K., just people that I look up to, like Burner. Burner the rapper, man, just seeing how he does his business and the businessman. That is what impresses me. The whole stand-up stuff, that needs to come from you. That needs to come naturally from you. You need to develop that. This is going to be you at the end of the day, your representation, your voice. So I think what inspires me the most and what I take away from is like the smart people that I look up to, like Steve Jobs, Burner, Pablo Escobar, and how they started all their stuff, but
you named 3 different worlds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
So do you sell cocaine?
No.
It's like Pablo Escobar. Like,
no, but we sell jokes like it's cocaine,
slanging
right?
jokes.
Yeah, we slang jokes.
Man, so congratulations to you on another tour, bro.
Yeah, man. Los Angeles is a big one. We have a bunch of ones. Phoenix, Los Angeles,
And you're doing like multiple dates too. Like you running through Texas, you running through Ohio.
Yeah.
Of course, there's a few different California dates here, man.
Yeah, Santa Barbara, Stockton.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah, those guys, Memphis and New Orleans are getting rescheduled because of the Saudi Arabia show.
Really though?
But I'm going there later.
Do you ever trip off of where you go and you like, man, they want Memphis want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. Like I said, bro, some of the most random cities, man. We went to I forgot, some place in South Carolina, bro. Fans, fans, and the white people there, the rednecks. Yeah, that was funny.
Hey man, when you go to places like that, do you have to be conscious of where you are too? Because I know that there's some comedians that'll say, "Man, I said this joke that would have killed here."
Yeah,
and I just said a little something about either Trump and not even anything crazy, and not that they lost the crowd, but yeah, it was like different.
Yeah, no, I mean. No.
You're like, bitch is universal.
yeah. Humping and bitch is pretty universal,
sometimes a different stool.
Exactly. I think what I like to think of it. What I talk about is very, it's very easy to understand. Very, I'm not out here writing a TV show, or I'm not writing a show that's complicated. I'm not performing anything that's complicated. It's very easy to understand. It's self-deprecating, or it's also just making fun of you or whatever it is. It's very easy to understand. I don't like to get complicated with my stand-up.
You got your passport and everything already?
Yeah, everything's
good.
Get your
passport.
Everything's good, man. Everything's good. LA shows coming up.
Yeah, man.
The Broadway and the United Theater on Broadway and everything on tour. Go watch Ken Flores' special on Hulu, please. It's on Hulu right now. Man. Ken Flores. Man, go watch it.
Well, thank you for coming into the neighborhood,
man.
Rene.
I love you guys, man.
Rene Vaca in the neighborhood,
God
Big Boy neighborhood.
Thank you.